Hello everyone. This video will show how to simplify complex rational expressions. In this example, we're going to have a term that has a negative exponent. So let's go over this problem here. So I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite this given expression here such that we don't get a negative exponent. So this x to the power -1 is equivalent to 1 over x. And then that would be plus x over, then I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite this. So these two expressions that we have here are equivalent expressions. Notice again that we don't have a negative exponent for the second equivalent expressions here. So I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite this given expression down here. The trick in simplifying complex rational expression is that we're supposed to simplify one part after the others. In this case right here, we're going to simplify the numerator first and then do the denominator later so we don't get them all mixed up. So what I'm going to do is I will cover the denominator first and then work on the numerator. Now please notice that the denominator of these two terms here are not the same. So what I would do is I have to make them the same, and I can do that. I am going to multiply a 1 to the second term here in a form of x over x. So this numerator will come out. So if you notice, we already have the same denominator, so we can go ahead and add them together. So we're going to collect the common denominator, which is x. So that would be 1 plus x squared. So this is the simplified version of the numerator. Now let's simplify the denominator. Looking at the denominator here, they don't have the same denominator here. So we have to make them the same. So we will multiply the first term with a 1 in a form of 2 over 2, which is actually this value right here. So that their denominators will be the same. And then I will multiply the second term with a 1 in a form of 3x squared over 3x squared. So that if we do this, we can actually simplify this as... So what I did here was 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 3x squared is 3x squared, and that's a minus. 3x squared times 2 is 6x squared, which is the same thing as this. So they already have the same denominator. So I can go ahead and write 6x squared as their common denominator, and then write 4 minus 3x squared. So this is the simplified version of the denominator. So what I would do now is to divide these two together. So if we're given a complex fraction, which means the numerator is a fraction and the denominator is a fraction, the trick here is to copy the numerator. So write it out. Now what we do next is we get the reciprocal of the denominator and we multiply them across. Or we are going to flip the denominator. So flip this, that would come out 6x squared over 4 minus 3x squared. So flip it and multiply across. Notice that we have common terms here. So there are 2 x's and there's 1 x here. So I will take one of the 2 x's and the x will go away on the denominator, leaving us with... So this is the simplified form of this given expression that we have up there. So what I did here was I just multiplied them across, and this is our answer. We can also distribute the 6x here so that the answer could also be this one. So if we distribute this 6x to each of the terms inside the parentheses, it would come out this. So that is how we simplify complex rational expression with a -1 exponent in one of the terms.